Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Some World 2 video. Today we are on the Bakerloo line, heading up to Wembley. Obviously the Euros are on at the moment and England's next game is versus the Czech Republic. So what I thought we'd do is we do a service up to Wembley, sort of a similar time to, what fans would, when the fans would be getting on and all that. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. But hopefully everyone's well. Yeah, so we're going up to Wembley Central. Obviously, the fans would have got off at Paddington, obviously, from coming on the Great Western, and now, obviously, onto the Bakerloo up to Wembley. A bit like what I did a couple of years back. My speed's going up. It's been a little while since I've been on the Bakerloo, so just about remember the speeds. It should be Warwick Avenue next. Yeah, but hopefully everyone's well. And yeah, who's been enjoying the football? Obviously, yeah, obviously you might not support England, but England's last game was a bit sort of, could have been better. But yeah, it's been good. I might put the cab light on in a second so it's a bit easier for you guys to see. Hopefully it's not too bad. Cool. Right, we're coming into Warwick Avenue now. Here we are. Get the brakes on, try not to overshoot. And here we are. Cool. And it's, what's the one after this? Maidaville after this, I believe it is. Must stream this again at some point. Here we are. Warwick Avenue. Come on, off you get everyone. Off you get. Yeah, I can't believe it's almost been, well, it's pretty much 10 months now. When this is released, it's been 10 months since TSW2 released. I mean, where's that time gone? 10 months already. So it's crazy to think. I remember the massive hype around this route. Obviously covering videos on it and, the Schnell Wrecker, the Sandpatch grade. And it's 10 months ago now. 10 months. It's, yeah, it's whizzed by. Alright, back up. So a bit of speed. Yeah, but do you guys still come on the Bakerloo line a lot? Obviously, soon enough it will actually be getting its upgrade. Well, I think it's actually going to be coming along with rush hour. So you'll see the landmarks. So Wembley Stadium, we'll see that, and also the Shard on console. And also when you go past a speedboard in the tunnels, it activates straight away the speed. So I think it was just a 35 there, so we'll be able to get up to 35 now instead of waiting for the train to pass the board. Yeah, it's a brilliant route, this one. Nice and chilled out. Well, I wouldn't say it's very much chilled, but I mean, sort of night times going in the tunnels, it's quite chill. Right, this is Maidaville. Here we are. Let's get the brakes on. I think I've actually only ever overshot once or twice on this route. Now sort of on the first, couple of days of giving it a go. Here we are. Cool. Now we wait. And it will be Kilburn Park next. And then at Queen's Park we then go above ground, which is always very welcoming. Right, let's get the doors shut. We are running a couple of minutes behind because when I spawned in, obviously the train had to, get in. Right, off we go. It's not too far to Kilburn Park. And yes, then it'll be nice and light again. Cool. Yeah, but hopefully it's not too dark for you guys. Obviously there is a little bit of light, but there's not a lot. Yeah, but hopefully it's all right. Lovely. Yeah, the 1972 stock. And obviously another thing coming to this route will be the standard 1938 tube stock. which Rivet Games are developing. Not too sure when that will be coming out. All I know is that it's in production at the moment. Yeah, I believe that is the sort of next DLC for the Bakerloo line, the 1938 stock. Not really too sure how they are going to work it. Um, I'm thinking maybe it'll be something like the Diesel Legends pack, where it's got a separate timetable. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. So I think it'll be a bit weird, wouldn't it? Sort of seeing the 1972 stock and then the 38 stock in service mode together. And also, I think quite a lot of people would then be like, hang on a minute, that's not realistic. So I'm thinking it might be a separate timetable for the 38 stock, possibly. Right, it'll be Queen's Park next, so we'll be going above ground, which is always nice. It's quite frequent, we got what? Second one's in 10 minutes and 15 minutes after that, that's not bad. Right, let's go. Queen's Park next, it's not far along. Full whack, let's go. And the speed does come down to 15 miles an hour coming into Queen's Park. And I'm just hoping it is going to be light once we get up there, because I think I said it to spring or summertime. So hopefully it will be light. Don't want it being dark the whole time. Yeah, but the scenarios, are the fans going at Paddington, obviously after coming in from the West Country, getting on the Bakerloo, heading up to the stadium. Which I've done something similar before. Obviously, I went from Clapham Junction on the overground to Willesden Junction and then the Bakerloo line. Right, coming down to 15. And luckily it is light. Nice summer's evening. Which I don't think we actually will be getting for quite a while. In the south at least. I mean, it's supposed to rain. I mean, we've had like the nicest weather recently. It's been really sort of hot for it was for about 3 days, and now it's supposed to rain for pretty much the rest of June. It's yeah, not so good. Cool. Let's get the window open as well. I don't know if drivers actually do this realistically. If it's hot. And I don't see any problem in opening the window. Oh no, window must be fully closed. Do not. Okay, maybe you can't then. Yeah, maybe you can't. Well, we'll have it open anyway. It's getting hot in here. And let's try not to go through the red light. That wouldn't be too good. Here we are. Yeah, I got ya. Cool. Right, this is Queen's Park. On our way up to Wembley. Let's get a screenshot. Cool, right, let's get going. Right, 10 miles an hour through Queen's Park train shed. Let's get going. Let's get up a tad. There you go. Obviously, you've got the West Coast main line there on the left, which maybe we'll see one day in the game. I think that would be quite cool. Right, going through Queen's Park train shed. Thing is, I wonder if we did get the West Coast main line in future, would we see the 1972 stock maybe going alongside? Maybe we wouldn't be able to drive it. Maybe it would be, say, background AI, so you see it, but you can't, do anything with it. Maybe would we see that? Maybe. Because that would be quite cool. Sort of whizzing along, then you got the little tube train just overtaking it. Right, 10 miles an hour through here. Obviously, as we're pretty much going through the depot. Bit of an odd sort of, I don't know, it's just odd sort of the way you go through it. It's, yeah, a little bit odd, but let's continue. And we go up to 30 and then up to 45. So we're going to go up to 30 around now. Let's whack that up. Cool. And you're up to 45. It's really quick along, well, really quick, 45 miles an hour. It's not quick, but obviously for the underground, it does feel very quick. I mean, because we're so low down to the track, it does seem very fast. Yeah, what is everyone's favourite part of the route though? Do you prefer the overground bit or the underground bit? I see quite a lot of people do say the overground bit. I suppose it's faster. I don't know, it just feels a bit more sort of normal. Yeah, but what do you prefer, the underground bit or the overground bit? Right, coming up to Kensal Green. Obviously picking up fans as we go along. You can just tell the train's probably packed behind us. Obviously you have to proper come in fast at these stations. Right, here we are, Kensal Green. Lovely station, this one. Probably actually one of my favourites on the route, although I literally say every station is my favourite. But yeah, I think this one does stand out a fair bit. Obviously stop before the mirrors. Or the mirror. Here we are. Cool. And yeah, this was the first route where PIS was actually working. I think, if I remember correctly, we weren't actually going to get PIS originally, but I think I can remember the reason why, but then I can't at the same time. What was the reason for it? No, I think the gameplay team, one of the teams that actually finished slightly ahead. Oh no. This was the reason why, because the game got delayed. So say people wanted the preserved collection stuff to come over. I think then they had actually more time. But one of the teams, well, they couldn't really do anything because they weren't to do with all that stuff. So they had more sort of, just a bit of extra time to do something. So I'm pretty sure they were just like, what are we gonna do? And then they're PIS, why not? So yeah, that's the reason why we got PIS only on the Bakerloo line. Obviously, the base routes. Obviously, I'm sure the other routes, well, Chanel Fast Track, I'm sure that will get upgraded soon enough. That'll be Willesden Junction next. Lovely. Coming down to 30. A bit of an odd sort of bit. You sort of go round. I don't know what it is. Like a. Don't really know, but you just sort of go round there. Speed comes down a bit. And you go around this sort of. I think it's actually. Is it a depot? Yeah, I think it's a little depot. You sort of skirt around it. Awesome. Well, yeah, this line is known as the Watford DC line. Obviously, it is, well, as you can see, it is DC power. Obviously, fourth rail, and I think third rail, yeah, third rail and fourth rail. I think they can work sort of together. Yeah, obviously there's DC. Obviously, most of the lines above London, obviously, as you can see, they're AC. But yeah, on this line up to Watford, it is it's third rail. So that's why you get the overground 378s coming up. Yeah, we aren't really too sure why that PIS board isn't working there. I think that's just by, I think that's just a one-off. So I've seen it working before. And here we are. This is Willesden Junction, so it'll be Holston next. Yeah, you don't have to wait long, then we'll be off. Start getting the door shut now. We're packed in like I saw. Obviously, before what happened in COVID times. I being packed in like a sardine on the train as everyone went up to Wembley. A good experience, though. I mean, obviously, it doesn't sound like a good experience being packed in, but everyone in a good mood, ready for the football. It's brilliant. Off we go. Right, back up to 45. And we are off. And you've got the sort of, cargo area over there. Someone did say before this was over here. You can sort of see all the big cranes and you can hear the, sounds it makes. Here we go. And then up into here. Yeah, so the stations are very close to one another. Obviously, a bit like, Cathcart Circle, you could almost compare it to this. Obviously, especially on the loop, sort of, stations every 500, 600 yards. Some people do sort of say the Cathcart Circle is very much similar to the Bakerloo line, being one of them. Because, the stations are very close to one another, and it literally is a metro. Obviously, the tube train's always to the end of the platform. And here we are at Willesden. I think I could have come in a little bit faster, but it's all good. Everybody on, come on. We don't want to be late for kick-off, which is at 8 PM. Obviously, it's 6:30 in the game at the moment. Obviously, you always want to get there a little bit early. Right, Stonebridge Park next. Let's go. Let's watch this going out from the side. Off we go. Lovely motor sounds on here. Well, that doesn't sound as good as the 465. I think that all the 465, the 314, they both sound amazing. Obviously, this sounds amazing as well, but I think I prefer the other two. Cool. Right, speed is going back up. So yeah, one of the things, which I did mention it earlier, one of the things as part of the Bakerloo line upgrade is reinstating the London landmarks for console. So yeah, on the console, obviously on PC you would be able to see Wembley Stadium and the Shard, but on console you can't see them. Which I suppose is probably down to sort of, performance and all that. Obviously they do have to sort of cut out a few things for console as it doesn't have as best ability to run smoothly with all these things. Well, next gen probably won't have a problem, but obviously when the game came out, next gen wasn't out. Yeah, but you would be able to see Wembley sort of over there to the right. Right here's Stonebridge Park. Yeah, that is going to be added in, I believe, alongside rush hour. As I think from now, pretty much all the route upgrades are going to be, alongside rush hour. So we've got a couple of months and we'll be able to see them all there again. And here we are, Stonebridge Park. And next stop is the one we've all been waiting for, Wembley Central. And that'll be it. And we'll sort of get off the train, I suppose, and go and watch the football. Somehow be a driver change there. Right, let's get going. Also, another thing, I wonder if on the 1938 stock, when that does come out, will the front door be disabled? As I suppose it might be part of, say, TfL's agreement that, they don't want people, showing the game off and walking through the tunnels and, you know, because obviously you really don't want that happening in real life because that is very dangerous. So I suppose that's probably the reason why we couldn't do it on the 72 stock. But I wonder if on the 38 stock they sort of let that slip a little bit. I don't know, it'd be interesting to see. Because obviously the 1938 stock is much older, and maybe TFL won't sort of care about, you know, if you can open the door as much. Stonebridge Park there on the right, you got all the trains in there. And obviously, yeah, at the moment, yeah, obviously the Bakerloo line was going to have an extended timetable, which pretty much means, you know, trains would be every sort of 2, 3, 4 minutes or so. Obviously, that has been sort of put under the rug at the moment. Um, so it's been taken off the roadmap, but they are going to still work on it at some point in the future. And obviously, once they are working on it, it'll then be back on the roadmap. Got another service there. As at the moment, trains are every sort of 10 minutes, which is still pretty frequent. Wembley Central, here we are. Everyone get off here if you want to go and watch the football. The driver will, you know, leave all the passengers here as well and go and watch football as well. Right, here we are coming in now. Lovely. Quite a cool station, Wembley Central. Quite a modern looking one. Well, ish. Very bright as well. So you've been there in real life. Right, here we are. Wembley Central. Right, I'm off, passengers. I'm going to go and watch football. So anybody who's staying on here, another driver will be here shortly. But yeah, everyone, that is going to be it for today's. Oh, can we go up? I swear, yeah, I think you can go up one of these actually. I think you can go up on this bridge here. Yeah, but that is going to be it, everyone, for today's Train Somewhere 2 video. Obviously, hopefully everyone has enjoyed that. That was sort of a little scenario. You know, the fans coming in from Paddington, obviously off the Great Western, and then obviously, you know, getting on the trains up to Wembley from here. Obviously, yeah, you will find a link in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal if you do want to help support the channel, and also to the merch store. Obviously, if you are watching on release day, it's the last day now to get 20% off using the promo code SPRING20. Obviously, you can see all the lovely merch on screen now. But that's going to be it from me. Thanks all for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.